Well, the entire internet's been doing its nut over Ghostbusters, so I thought, why not? My issues with Ghostbusters. Well, at a basic level, what they've made is a chick flick. I'm sorry, but it is. And that's not a criticism of it. It is what it is. You've made a film fronted by four women who go off and do kick-ass things. Nothing wrong with that at all. There you go. It's not a misogynistic view. It's a chick flick in exactly the same way as Legally Blonde is a chick flick and Miss Congeniality is a chick flick. And the thing is, those films are aimed at women. And so is the new Ghostbusters. Again, I'm sorry, but it is. You've made a film with a group of kick-ass women kicking ass, and on the whole, that's what you've done. And it's made like a chick flick. It looks like a chick flick. It's a science fiction chick flick. Nothing more and nothing less. Now, and you may notice, of course, who's the demographic that wants to go and see chick flicks? It's women. And again, that's totally fine. You know, who've you made Miss Congeniality for? You've made it for girls. Sure, some blokes will go and see it, probably with their boyfriends. Who have you made Legally Blonde for? You've made it for girls and women. Are a few men going to go and see it? Again, probably with their girlfriends. Absolutely. And that is not a problem. But the problem you've done with Ghostbusters is you've made it with a specifically male property. Now, again, if you go back to 1984 and back to, the general concept, Ghostbusters, men and women can like it. But on the whole, it's a fairly blokey film. It's a bloke bonding film in the same way as Legally Blonde and Miss Congeniality are a women bonding film. Ghostbusters is a male bonding film. So the demographic, the inbuilt demographic that wants to see Ghostbusters is men. Elephant in the room it may be, but it's still there. And that's, again, it's totally fine. 1984 Ghostbusters, blokey film. 2016 Ghostbusters, girly film. Fine. The problem you then have is that you can't then market it to men. You can't market Miss Congeniality as the next thing that you've got to watch if you're a man, because if you don't like it, you hate women. You can't market Legally Blonde as a film that's striking out for women as being lawyers, and every man's got to go and see it to support female lawyers. That would be ridiculous and stupid. But that's exactly what Sony have done. They have marketed this basic science fiction chick flick to men. And amazingly enough, men don't want to watch a science fiction chick flick because it's a chick flick. And they've made it with a female property. Now, switching the genders or having female leads for something or male leads, either way, doesn't matter. You can have films that have a general interest for both sexes with a female lead. I'm going to use the standard example that people have been using recently of Alien. Alien, men love Alien because it's all science fiction-y. Women love Alien because you got Ripley and she's all kick-ass. And the point is, Ripley could just as well have been a man. In fact, I think Ripley was originally written as a man. Maybe mistaken on that. Haven't checked. Don't know. But she sure as hell doesn't play it like a woman. And the film isn't made as a chick flick. It's not chick flick science fiction. It's hard, nasty, visceral, squishy, unpleasant, horror style science fiction. So the guys, even if they don't like Ripley, and I've never met a man who doesn't like Ripley, even if they don't like Ripley, the men are going to go, ooh, spaceships and gritty, hardcore, scary science fiction with aliens and nasty stuff happening. New Ghostbusters, it's a chick flick. It's all fluffy and silly and laughy and nonsense. But that's because it's a chick flick. It was designed as a chick flick. It is a chick flick. So people who like chick flicks are going to go and see it. And people who don't like chick flicks aren't going to see it. And again, that's totally fine. But don't try and demonise everyone who doesn't want to go and see it through the marketing, making out that if you don't go and see this, you're a misogynist bastard. I didn't hear them saying that about Legally Blonde. If you don't like this, then you don't like women being lawyers and high-powered people. Did they say that? I kind of don't think they do. And that's my whole argument. It's just they made Ghostbusters with a male-based property. You wouldn't necessarily want Conan the Barbarian made with women. You know, Conette the Barbarian. I mean, Conan the Barbarian, for example, is a very male testosterone-based film. You know, would you want to see that with a female lead? Probably not. But that's kind of my whole issue with this film. There's nothing wrong with it per se. It is what it is. It's just a chick flick.